It seemed that link space wasn't going to be the easy route Lee thought it was. The system had been abandoned, but they'd had the wherewithal to leave a firewall. I had to find a way through. An encrypted data store. Data was fragmented. The firewall program kept unwanted traffic from progressing to Milos.
Gaffer repairs firewall damage to network structure. Download complete. Extinguisher temporarily overrides firewall programs for access to mainframe. Download complete.
Seemed like just the thing to deal with the firewall. Something told me I was being watched.
Blindfold, counter-intrusion countermeasure. The author does not accept liability for brain damage.
The blind program was a short-lived but powerful tool for sneaking through security. With the eye blinded, I didn't need to worry about it frying my brain.
Quick Decrypt, a decryption routine for all standard UCSI-coded files. Download complete.
I wasn't sure what I'd use it for, but I didn't want to leave it behind.
Divine wrath will destroy instances of the Helix virus. Warning, data will be unrecoverable. Download complete.
The Helix virus sounded familiar for some reason. With the virus expunged from link space, I hoped I'd be able to get into Minos.
Relaxing security protocols. Firewall shutdown complete.
The firewall was down. I could access Minos.
No data to convert. Would you like to call an administrator?
I knew that wasn't a good idea. I figured maybe I should ignore it and just move on. Hello?
Good evening. I am the greeter AI system in charge of this Minos channel. How can I help you today?
I'm looking for the ID data center. Am I in the right place?
Indeed you are. Citizen identification is under my jurisdiction. Are you having an issue with ID privileges?
Can you access some specific citizens? I need to check out the programs running on their IDs.
That's easily done. Who would you like to check?
Check Graham Grundy and Elliot Richardson.
Retrieving.
Excellent. Can we delete the programs that are running here?
No problem at all. That will of course require administrator approval. Would you like one summoned?
No, that's okay.
Administrator cancelled.
But I can move programs between users.
That's right. Ancillary AI systems like yourself do have move access, but no delete or create commands.
That gives me something to work with at least. Thanks, Greta.
Happy to help.
My avatar was overloaded with the program data. I doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order. I doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order. doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order. I doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order. Greta, you got a minute?
How can I help you?
So, what am I looking at here?
The ID data center is responsible for storing all information on UChip ID usage. Programs attached to an individual's ID can be modified and moved around. But creation and deletion of those is outside the scope of my AI.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Greta, AI number 96. I am currently running interface General Response Engine, Technical Assistant. My equivalent citizen ID is 5262-62627-2.
You have a citizen ID?
Yes, an equivalent citizen ID is required to use the Minos Mail Communication Network.
So what do these programs do?
Oh, all sorts of things. Usually correcting erroneous data or flagging them for other ministries. The programs can be moved between citizens of interest, depending on current requirements. Requesting new programs or deleting them are actions restricted to administrators.
Bye.
Keep up the good work.
I doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order. I'd removed all the programs running on Leets and my own ID. Command, save changes.
Changes saved. Beginning propagation to external servers.
So you're saying Agio City isn't real?
No. It's real, all right. But all the adverts and tourist boards, a total lie. It's being plundered by the council, like a piñata at a kid's party.
Hey, look who's waking up.
Joey?
Check out my new threads.
But how?
This weird guy fixed me.
Yeah, I went through your bag while you were asleep. Found my old cleaver in there as well. Thank you. But never mind that. I was monitoring your progress while you were in there. Looks like you nailed both our data problems.
So my ID should be cleared then?
Your ID. My access to Minos. Result.
I thought you said link space was empty. It had a major virus.
The Helix virus? That's still going? Glad I didn't have to deal with that.
Late!
1 second, Poppy.
Hey, where's her Bilby?
Shh. I got the Bilby away from her while you were in link space. Managed to slip it into your purse without her noticing. Dump it in the incinerator when you leave.
It's not a purse. It's a satchel. When I go, is Poppy going to be okay?
After what you just did in link space? Absolutely. Anyway, I've had enough of this city. I've been planning my exit strategy for months. Just a few hours' time, I'm heading out of this happy cesspool of fake smiles, spankles, and secrets.
Late!
And I'm taking Poppy with me. Get her back to her family in the Gap.
Take her out of the city? How?
I think I figured out a way to slip a U-chip past the system. It's a little bit of genius. It's all about the kudos.
You think it'll get her through the city gates?
I'm still working on it. But if I'm right, which I always am, I'll get her anywhere.
Late! Ha ha ha!
If she can shut up for 5 minutes.
Boy, seeing all this old tech takes me back.
Haha! Still the best, isn't it? I mean, sure, reboots are fine, but they're never a patch on the original.
Amen to that. Surely there can't be much call for old robot parts.
Listen, I don't judge you.
Hey, I'm not judging. My pockets are stuffed full of crap. What's the story on that distillery out there?
The moonshine still? That's Jimmy's.
What's the moonshine made of?
Out-of-date spankles.
Sounds dangerous.
You're not kidding. It's practically weapons grade.
Did I hear you say Agio City?
Don't get me started. When I found out about Agio City, that was the last straw.
What happened?
You've seen the land trains. They're coming directly from Agio City. Or what's left of it.
What do you mean?
We destroyed it. An entire metropolis converted to scrap. And the people forced into the Gap.
That's terrible.
All while the people of Union City get fat off its remains. And the council call them our allies.
What were you and Joey talking about as I was waking up?
Foster, you should hear this guy. He's a proper nut job.
Says the droid with a god complex.
That's not a complex. I am a god. Anyway, ask him about some of his theories. They are wildly entertaining. And by entertaining, I of course mean fascinating and informative.
Okay. Theory of evolution. What is all that about? Where's the controlled experiment, right? Duh.
Any other conspiracy theories?
The only way magenta can exist as a color is if rainbows are actually rain tubes. Think about it.
Any other conspiracy theories?
Tell him the one about the Minister of Aspiration.
Well, I'm not saying conclusively that she's a reverse vampire, but duh, you only ever see her in public during the day.
So my ID is now clear? No blockers?
No blockers. I hope you know what you're doing, by the way. Graham wanted his emails hidden for a reason. Of course, I can't patch his 2-week absence. But you should be fine so long as you don't meet anyone from well-being.
Does Mentor Alonso count?
Yep.
Any other things I should be worried about on my ID?
Only that you're about a foot taller than the original Graham Grundy. By the way, how the hell did his ID end up in you anyway? That's deep core stuff.
It was transferred into my U-chip by a hacker in the Gap.
Impressive. How long has this dude been a hacker?
Not that long, I guess. She can't be more than 14.
Oh.
Any other conspiracy theories?
Well, you know how everyone thinks the Earth is just a flat disk?
Sure. Day one of elementary school.
Well, listen to this. Globe. Boom!
That's insane. Good luck, and thanks.
Same to you. By the way, you never told me your name.
Foster. Robert Foster.
Drone. Joey Drone.
I don't expect I'll see the two of you again.
Everything I'd learned from Leet made me wonder. Maybe all along, Graham was one of the good guys. At least now, with the data blocker removed from his ID, I'd be able to look deeper into his life.
Hey, Foster, where are we dropping?
Back to Graham's apartment for some good old-fashioned detective work.
Lead the way.
Graham's data was now unblocked. I hoped that would help me move forward. Leet's super terminal was quite a piece of reclaimed tech. Poppy? Were you kidnapped from the Gap? I had the distinct feeling that I wasn't going to get many answers out of Poppy. Are you okay?
Bilby!
Yes, that's a Bilby, all right. Is Leet taking good care of you?
Bilby!
Yes, that's a Bilby, all right. Bye, Poppy.
Looks like someone's been doing some arts and crafts.
It was another hand scanner. These things were beginning to make me nervous.
Come on, Leet. You've got visitors.
I guess that was Leet's bed. Either that or he had a dog. And again, nobody would let a dog sleep in that.
Old man Russell had one of
It
these.
was some kind of old device for producing electromagnetic radiation.
That looks kind of familiar.
A scrapped robot that looked past its prime. I could see a few errors in Leet's calculations, but I doubted he'd appreciate me telling him. It was an old link interface, the height of intrusive tech. I tossed the Bilby down the furnace chute. Any signal leading to here is now gone.
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
Where would you like to go?
Take me to my apartment.
Certainly, Citizen Graham.
Water tank depleted. Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
Thankfully, Graham's mail access was restored. I hoped it would help me figure out more about who this guy was. Whoever unknown author was, had sent Graham an attachment for the holoplinth. There was one thing I was sure of. That was not a bonsai tree. Hey, Joey.
What now, Foster?
Any advice?
You know what'll look good on you? Sandals. Socks, too. Trust me, fashion's my middle name.
Useful as ever. Let's talk later, Joey.
Okay, Foster.
Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around. Something told me the fire was not authentic. The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside.
I hear copter blades look good on a machine. At least that's what all the popular droids say.
The blind blocked out all the light from outside.
Excuse me, please?
Someone looks angry.
I swapped the lens for the broken one from the lockbox. It was a secret message. Aspiration Gala. Midnight. Be there. The gala. That's tonight. And I need to be there. I swapped the lens back to the original one. The HoloLens now projected fragmented data. Whoever had sent me this email attachment was trying to tell Graham something. But what?
Commencing spray, please.
Got a minute?
Apologies if my loquacious musings disturbed one.
Hello again.
Good evening, Master Grundy. Off to work, I see.
What? Oh, yes, the cleaning won't supervise itself. Are you going to the Aspiration Gala?
Going? One is headlining, sir.
What do you mean?
Yours truly is performing in front of the best and brightest of Union City.
Performing what?
Droid poetry, sir.
Oh, boy. So this poetry performance you mentioned, what's the story?
One has been invited to recite a humorous poem of one's own devising at tonight's Aspiration Gala.
You, a droid, have been tasked with writing a poem?
Oh, yes, sir. The poet laureate Reginald Arthur Schnipple, Esquire, performs regularly at the gala. And this year, he has invited me to open for him by reading an inspirational and humorous example of droid poetry on stage.
Droid poetry? How's that working out?
Very good, sir. Reginald has told me that whatever I read, it will be hilarious, and the people will laugh uncontrollably.
Laugh at or laugh with?
Oh, is there a difference?
That's what I thought. As an honored guest, do you have any spare tickets for tonight's Aspiration Gala?
Yes. One has been granted several refer-a-friend passes to the Aspiration Gala.
Can I have one?
Would Sir consider us to be friends?
Yes, of course.
Moments ago, Sir did not remember one's name.
Yes, but...
In spite of the 322 exchanges we have had since we became neighbors.
Yeah, I can see how that might hurt a bit. Could I hear some of your droid poetry?
Fine idea. One would value the input of an average human.
If you're looking for average, he's your man.
After 148,606 iterations, I have narrowed down the contenders to a manageable number. Here is number 59. There was once an A from place B, with unforeseen predicate P. Factor F occurred next, which resulted in X, and hilarious consequence C.
Ha! Brilliant! Bravo!
It might be a little... on the nose.
Dear me, it's not about noses. It is a study of the structure of a limerick, assembled into the pattern of an actual limerick.
How very... clever.
Indeed. That is what makes it so very funny.
Absolutely. If I gave you a bit of inspiration for your poem, could you get me into the gala?
Sir, that would be only fair. I'm sure Sir would enjoy the fruits of that inspiration at the performance.
I realized if I could help Tarquin with his poem, he could get me into the gala. So Reginald's the go-to guy for inspiration, hmm?
Absolutely. His wit and insight is renowned.
And yet he's asked you to perform alongside him.
Yes, for comparison.
I see. Where would I find Reginald?
Well, he is likely in the piazza, finalizing his humorous poem for tonight's event. But I am his servant, not his keeper, sir.
So just to be clear, I give you inspiration, you get me into aspiration.
Inspiration for aspiration. That's rather clever. And it rhymes. Sir's genius is luminescent.
In that case, let me go see what I can find. You got any other poems in the running?
Oh, yes, sir. One has a list of things humans find funny.
Shoot.
Uncooked sausages, dogs wearing costumes, music of the tuba, children falling down, undone zippers, people dropping sandwiches, knock-knock jokes, and the smell of farts.
That one was pretty good.
I don't get that one at all. But it has a good beat, and it's easy to dance to.
The rhythmic structure is satisfying, is it not, sir?
Very.
And the farts, sir?
That's the best bit. Still working on finding that inspiration.
Glad to hear it.
Unrelated question. Any idea where I might find Reginald?
Well, he is likely in the piazza, finalizing his humorous poem for tonight's event. But I am his servant, not his keeper, sir.
Great. Any more poems?
Oh, of course. This poem is an attempt to bring droids and humans closer together. It interlaces the brain-altering ingredients of spankles with the first 100 digits of the square root of 2.
Sounds like a hit already.
Cyclamate of sodium, 1.41421, 3562373, flavorant toxicity. Potassium benzoate 0950488.
I think I get the idea.
But there are 13 more verses.
Oh, Foster, let him finish. It's got something for everybody. 4209698.
Monosodium!
Save it for the gala. Don't want to spoil the show now, do you? Later, Tarquin.
Have a good day, Mr. Grun Day.
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
Where would you like to go?
The piazza is the place for me.
It would be my pleasure, Citizen Graham.
Tarquin's master Reginald was supposed to be around here somewhere.